This is DLK Productions presenting my Lego Star Wars minifigure collection. What is up, you guys? I hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. But today we are going to be going over my $15,000 minifigure collection. So this is taking me over 10 years to build up all of these minifigures and buying all of the sets and buying minifigures individually and sometimes selling them and rebuying them back. But this is the overall collection of mine, categorized by the Republic, the Empire, the Jedi slash Separatist leadership, and then you have the Separatist army, and then you have the different sorts of species, and then you go into rebels, and then more into the bounty hunters, and then like two off characters seen in like the Han Solo movies and Endor or Rogue One and all that in there. And then we also have some other minifigures along here. Well, I do hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's get started with it. First off, we're going to start off with the Battle Droid Army. So right here we have over 250 battle droids. This is including the B1 battle droids, the jungle battle droids, the commander battle droids, tactical battle droids, and security battle droids, and even pilot battle droids. And then as we move over here, we have a commander for the rocket droids, commandos, super battle droids, and assassin droids as the silver and black ones, and even IG-88, two different variants of them right there. And then we go on to the Separatist army. We have Maul and Savage Opress. We have three different versions of Maul. We have pre-cut legs. This is kind of when Count Dooku is getting Savage as an apprentice. And then we have after cut legs and fixed. And then Mandalorian Savage over there. And then we have Count Dooku, and we have two types of General Grievous. We do have two more of them. We have one more white and one more tan. And then we go back to Asajj Ventress and Newt Gunray and an Immortian Guard. Then we go through Yoda. We have 5 versions of him. So we have the oldest version, as you guys can tell, is a little torn up. Then we have the 2008. Then we have like the 2012. As you guys can see, they are different skin bodysuit differences. And then we go back to the newest models with 2 different tones for their bodies as well. Then we go to Ahsoka. We have 4 versions of her right here. We also do have the infamous Ahsoka Tano over here, but we will be talking about her in a minute. And then we also have the Jedi building droid for the lightsabers. And then we go over here. We have Padme Amidala. We have 3 versions of her. And then we have 5 versions of Anakin Skywalker. And this is only of the Clone Wars before he turns to Darth Vader, which we will see over there. And we have 2 versions of Palpatine, Bail Organa, Far, Jar Jar Binks, Admiral Yularen, my custom version, before I get the actual Lego version. Captain of the Senate Commandos. And then we also have a Camino as well. And then we have the Senate Commandos in the back. And then we also have a bunch of Obi-Wan Kenobis. And yes, I do have it in chronological order of when he is age-wise. So we start from the youngest, going through the Clone Wars, all the way to the Revenge of the Sith, and even into the end of the Empire. Or the beginning of the Empire. And then we also have Mace Windu, Qui-Gon, Plo Koon, Luminar Unduli, Offie, Eth Kosh, Shakti, Kit Fisto, Coleman, Quinlan Voss, and even General Krell back there, even though he should probably be on the Separatist side. But then we have some Bespin as well, and some Nabooian guards. And then as we move over, we have a skeleton, which the Rancors over there eat. And we have 3 medical droids, and then we have A4D, which is General Grievous's right-hand droid. And then we have 4 Magna Guards and 2 Geonosians, Pawn Krell, and then a zombie Geonosian. Then, as we move over, we have my Republic army. This is all my Phase 1 and Phase 2, and some of my Clone Army customs right here as well. But we have the Phase 1 of like 2014 pre, and then we have some clones with no armor, and then we have some clones without any helmets, but with some hair. We have about 7 of those. And then we have a medical clone right there. And we have about 30 P1 or Phase 1 Clone Troopers 2008. And then we have the commanders up front with some visors. And then we have the Hornet Company with some ARC Troopers. Some more ARC Troopers with the Bomb Squad, a custom Silver Trooper. Then we have a 212th and a Wolfpack Trooper Phase 1. We have a pilot and a bunch of Gunner Phase 1. And then we also have 2 Clone Army Custom. One body is Clone Army Custom, while the other one, the one that is yellow, is a actual version of this guy right here. But I just took his head off, and the extra parts are actually over there. Then we have a 501st pilot. We have 3 Revenge of the Sith pilots, and now we continue to the Phase 2 versions of the Clone Troopers. These are the 2005 era with the Neo and then Gunners and Yellow. And then as we go forward, we also have the Old Republic. We have 3 troopers right there. We have some shock troopers, all 3 different types of them. The oldest right here, and then the 2 middle ones, I guess you could say, and then the 6 newest ones. Then we have the 332nd Troop, which is Ahsoka Tano's, the 212th Troopers, and then we also have the 187th Troops, which is Mace Windu. We have the Kashyyyk Troopers, and we also have the Geonosian Troopers right here. We also have an OG green Scout Trooper right here. And we also do right here have this came from the General Grievous ship that came out in like 2018, 2017 area. And this is a misprint minifigure, which I will be hopefully doing in a new video of like my top 10 most expensive minifigures. And that minifigure should fetch a lot. And then as we continue, we have some 501st. We have all different types. We have the oldest version, then we have the normal, then we have the rocket troopers with the heavies and normal, and then we have the sniper over there. We have 4 wolf pack. We have about 12 normal, just plain clone troopers. And then we have the Bad Batch right here with 2 versions of Omega. And then we have an ARC trooper. And then we have both versions except Fox right here and Commander Wolf, since they haven't made a Phase 2 of him yet. But we have every version of Gree. We have the P1 and P2 version, P1, P2, and we have the old version of Captain Rex, which hopefully we will get with the Venator set, and the new version of him. And then we have Commander Bly in the back, a custom Lego by me. And then we have Clone Army Customs. We have the 212th with troopers right here. Then we have the ARC Troopers of 5s and Echo. We have Delta Squad, and we have 187th Troopers before they made them in Lego, and Commander Fox right there. Then, as we move to the back, we're going to see my Empire. So, right here, we have kind of mixed together the First Order and the Empire. First off, we'll start with the Empire. We have Emperor Snoke and Kylo Ren with Sith guards. And then we have some officers. And then we have the captain right there. And then we also have just some flame troopers, some snow troopers, and some normal First Order troopers. And then we have some rebels right here with Rey, and then Poe Dameron, Finn. And then as we move over to the right, we have 2 versions of Emperor Palpatine right here. And then we have some Royal Emperor Guards. Then we have Moff Gideon with his Death Troopers. And then as we go up, we have some Death Star Troopers and some officers as we go up. And then we have the Inferno Squad. And we also do have Darth Vader once he turned. And these are all different versions or different faces or bodies of Darth Vader. And as you guys can see, this is the one that he got a medal from. And the face is just the normal gray, black, grayish face that you see right here. And then we have the Wrecked with Starkiller, with all the apprentices of the Inquisitors, the first, the fifth, the seventh, the third and the seventh. And then right here we have some more officers. And then we have Agent Callus with some more officers and pilots. And then as we continue, we have, these are going to be all the snow troopers right here. We have all of the stormtroopers, scout troopers, and the in-between troopers between when the Empire finalizes which, from going from clone to Empire. And yeah, and we have pilot droid, pilot clone, stormtroopers, I guess you could say, Scarif, and we have 3 different types actually of the scout troopers. We have the first one right there, the second version, and the third one. And then as we go up, we have a shock trooper, and then we have mortar trooper with some death troopers, or I guess you could say shadow troopers. And then we have some sand troopers as well right here along this side. And then we will be moving on to the bounty hunters and the other rebels. So right here we have Cad Bane with our Sing, Embo, and then Bosk, and then his species. And then as we continue back, we just have all these like Mon Calamari, and we just have so many different minifigures from the Most Cantina set, which I absolutely love and highly recommend for diversifying your minifigure collection. And then we have right here, all of these are from like the Mandalorian series right there. And kind of going up with the 2 Gamorrean guards, which protect Jabba over there. And then we head on to more of the Rogue One and even into Force Awakens as well. And then we have the Rebel Troopers. And we have also in the very back, we have the seasonal minifigures that we get from all of the advent calendars. And then as we can see, we also have the winter troopers, or Hoth troopers, I guess you could say, for the Rebel Alliance. And then we also have the Han Solo, Andor, and just other different Rebel minifigures that would go along. And then we go more into the officers, and we also have Wolfie right here. And then we have Sabine Wren. We have her with both helmets on that. And then we have Kanan Jarrus and Ezra Bridger. And then we also even have right here Freelander, which is not an actual Star Wars, but I guess you could say a Lego Star Wars minifigure. Then as we continue, we go back with even more Rebels. And now coming back up, we also have all of these pilots. And these are all different pilots each. And then we head on to Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is the old version after the series Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then we have Luke's aunt, who actually raised him, versus his mother, who was Padme, as we all know. And then as we continue, we are going to head on over to this plate right here. So we have 3 rows of Luke Skywalker, starting with the oldest one I have in my collection. This is the sand one, and then we have the pilot. And then we go from his sand to his stormtrooper to his Hoth, and then when he gets injured from Hoth, and then continuing on to his when he starts piloting, becomes trading as a Jedi, and then going into his Endor, and then after into the Force Awakens right here. And then as we continue back here, we have all of my Mandalorians. So there's Boba Fett. There's 4 different types of Boba Fett. We have the oldest one in the middle, with this one being more priced, higher priced. And then we have all the way back, we have all the Mandalorians. We have 3 different versions with Grogu. Actually, 4 if you want to count the Advent calendar one. And we just have a bunch of Mandalorians, different types of Mandalorians, with all of the normal Mandalorians beforehand. And then Bo-Katan as their leader. And then we have the Maul Mandalorians right there. And then as we continue, we have Princess Leia and Han Solo. We have one row of Princess Leia, starting with the Endor. And this is Endor after the parade, I guess you could say, or the celebration of winning. And then that's her fighting Endor. And then you have Slave Princess Leia, then you have Hoth, and then Princess Leia in Taintive. Then you have all of the Ewoks, kind of all the way into the seasonal / winter. And we also have a bunch of Wookiees. So right here is all of the Chewbacca's on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side are just different types of Wookiees. And we have 4 types of Chewbacca. We have the snow-covered one, the one with goggles, the normal one, and the really old version of him. And then as we continue, we have Han Solo. I kind of went in row of how right here and kind of how we meet him. So this is kind of when he is meeting Obi-Wan Kenobi, and this is in the Han Solo movie. And this is really young Han Solo from the Chronicles of Yoda. And then we had the Hoth, and even being frozen, and then the medallion. Then we go over to the other droids. So we have different types of R2-D2 throughout the years. And we have all the other droids that fly around with all the other Jedi. Then we have BB-8. And yes, they are different. On the left, you have a version that is newer and has a bigger eye than the one on the right. And then we have C-3PO. We have 3 different versions of him. And then we have 2 different types of protocol droids with the Gungans next to them, and then Tusken Raiders. And then we move on to the Big Figs and the Carbonite minifigures. So we have 2 Han Solo Frozen and Carbonite, which I do have more of, but those are the 2 most relevant ones. And then we have 2 more different Frozen. Then we have 2 Jabbas. And yes, one, if you guys do look closely, it does show some sun fading. The back one is sun faded compared to the one in right here, which sadly I did when I was younger. So hopefully I can buy another one that isn't sun faded and sell that one. Then we have 2 Rancors right here. We have the Wampa and some snow animals. And then we also have the Dewback right here as well. And then as we do the last run to the conclusion of this video, these are all of the extra minifigures that I just have doubles or triples or quadruples of, that I just don't even need to put in, that it would kind of just mess up. And then we have the 20th anniversary minifigures right here. We have the Princess Leia, the Luke Skywalker, the Han Solo, Darth Vader, Lando Calrissian, and even the Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then we have 25th anniversary 5s as of right now. Hopefully I will be getting the other few. And then we move on to the most expensive minifigures of the whole collection. Right here we do have the light up Mace Windu. We have the Princess Leia. We have Darth Revan, which is the guy I have my channel kind of embolizing as. Then we have Thrawn, Ahsoka Tano, and we even have 2 more characters. We have, I can't remember his name, but then we have Boba Fett from the UCS. And then we also have Admiral Yularen still in the package of the Empire. And I thought this would be kind of cool is that we do have Boba Fett on a keychain. But overall, this is my Lego Star Wars collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a long one, but if you guys could put down in the comments what was your absolute favorite minifigure of your guys' collection and my collection. That'd be greatly appreciated. If you guys enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.